Do you also aspire for Cebu to be a Singapore-like city? Well, how can we reach such inspirations when first and foremost, Cebu City's waste management can't even be compared to theirs? Well, for you to know that, follow me.
The management of solid waste is one of the Philippines' most important political, public health, and environmental challenges. In Cebu City, rapid urban and economic growth has resulted in rising consumption, which has increased the production of waste. Hence, the Department of Public Services was established with a goal of making Cebu City the cleanest and most orderly city in the South by adhering to and putting a sound, clean and program in place, among other issues, to solve the city's concerns with a solid waste management in line with the government's aspiration to become a Singapore-like Cebu.
Yeah, my dude! Hey! Oh, hi! According to Time Out survey, Singapore has been voted as the cleanest and greenest city in the world. With that said, it is now our time to participate in the journey of the Cebu City government with its aspiration and aim towards our common goal to become a Singapore-like Cebu.
Cebu City, Philippines has an overabundance of trash. Some of the leading causes are the constantly growing population in this city, insufficient infrastructure and processes in place to effectively manage garbage generated, and a severe lack of knowledge and instruction regarding proper waste disposal procedures.
To add on, the increasing amount of garbage is due to littering, dumping of trash in public places, or improperly disposing of our waste.
Generally speaking, combating the problem of too much trash in Cebu City requires a comprehensive strategy that includes educating the locals on proper waste management practices, improving waste management infrastructures and systems, and encouraging sustainable behaviors to reduce the amount of waste produced in the city. The government, industry, and society as a whole are all accountable for resolving this issue and making sure that everyone lives in a clean and healthy environment.
Our environment is severely affected by the pollution around us, which could trigger a cascade of negative consequences. Although the various forms of pollution starts with an identical series of events, they typically have different starter harmful effects.
In addition, destroying landscapes, integrating harmful materials into the soil, and lowering the aesthetic values of landscapes, land pollution can also combine with other elements to create dangerous compounds.
Due to the unfavorable conditions brought on by the piling waste, these basic consequences have a cascading effect that harms our biodiversity by destroying terrestrial habitats.
Due to the reduced amount of plant-friendly soils, pollution has a huge impact on Cebu's wildlife, habitable land areas, and agriculture. Water pollution contaminates water and destroys aquatic habitats, but it is also dangerous since it can spread to the other parts of the world due to its prevalence and proximity to the open seas. Most tourists claim that Cebu's tap water is no longer potable, making it unsafe to drink even after processing it.
Due to the contaminated waterways and the dying fish in our fishing regions, one of our most significant sources of revenue, fishing, is now experiencing difficulties.
Cebu's garbage problem is largely attributed to its insufficient structures and high population that have little to no working knowledge in regards to proper waste disposal features, as clearly observed with the amount of trash that can be seen in public places throughout the city. This is problematic as garbage can pollute and warp the environment it is in, making our soil unsuitable for plant life and for our waters to be dangerous for both fishes and humans. This cannot solely be blamed on Cebu's waste management, as we also have a hand in this mess as most of our population lacks basic maneuver on proper waste disposal. We litter the streets with our plastics and organic waste, we don't throw our garbage in the right bins, we barely recycle if at all, and lastly, we don't reprimand other people who throw their garbage anywhere they please, because we ourselves do the same thing.
One person might not be able to make much of a difference, but together, we can make an impact and rid the community of the pollution that plagues it, making the city cleaner and safer.